5 college students would call this dwelling home in Moscow, Idaho. There they would have many parties and nights of joy shared in this home, shared on Instagram and shared on TikTok. Until the night of November 12th, which would not only leave this home, but the town of Moscow and the nation horrified. 4 of these college students would go out that night, come home, and arrive at their death. Zaina Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, Kaylee Kongalvez, and Madison Mogan. They would lay their heads in their beds and then be brutally stabbed to death, while the 2 remaining roommates would awake the next morning and alert law enforcement to a murder mystery that will not only shock you, but horrify you. Who would want to viciously stab these 4 young people to death? And more importantly, why? Are the lives we portray to live on Instagram that much of a lie? And are there darker secrets that we keep from those that we love? In a world with so many phones, cameras, and internet sleuths, how could a killer get away with such a brutal murder? Kaylee and Madison were childhood best friends and practically inseparable. That night, they went to a local bar called Corner Club around 10 p.m. Meanwhile, Zaina and her boyfriend Ethan would attend a frat party at Sigma Chi, merely a walk away from the residence. At around 1:40 a.m., Kaylee and Madison can be seen getting food from a food truck, thanks to the owner who live streams on Twitch. The 2 can be seen here ordering food, inebriated, and then later hopping into a car and arriving at their residence at 1:56 a.m. Meanwhile, Ethan and Zaina arrive at the residence around 1:45 a.m. according to law enforcement. Their whereabouts from 9 p.m. to 1:45 a.m. are unknown to the public. The surviving 2 roommates also went into town that night and arrived at the residence around 1 a.m. Kaylee places several unanswered calls to her ex-boyfriend Jack. Madison calls Jack again from her phone 3 more times. Kaylee's dog Murphy was also in the residence. It is during this time, between 3 a.m. and 11 a.m., that the killings take place. The following morning, the 2 surviving roommates wake up and text their roommate Zaina. She does not respond. Fearing the 20-year-old, perhaps blackout from drinking the night before, called their sorority DD several friends, including Ethan's brother, to come over and make sure she's okay. They discover that Zaina's room is locked from the inside and place a call from one of the roommates' cell phone to 911 reporting an unconscious person. A police unit is sent out, and at that point, the officers on scene discover the deceased bodies of Zaina, Ethan, Kaylee, and Madison. Many details have been withheld by law enforcement to protect the integrity of the investigation. However, law enforcement and the prosecutor have gone back and forth between claiming it was a targeted event to a not targeted event, claiming at several times the killer targeted a single person, to then saying the residents may or may not have been the target. This has caused much outrage and confusion in the community, as law enforcement has no suspect or person of interest. The investigation is ongoing.